So now we will be studying 9 planets in astrology. There are 9 planets in astrology. The first planet is Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. So these are the 9 planets: Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. Out of these 9 planets, we mainly consider 7 planets. Okay, and that's why, because Rahu and Ketu, these 2 planets, they don't have any permanent house. They don't have any permanent zodiac sign. Rest all the planets have their own zodiac signs. They rule more than one zodiac sign. I'll show you how. Sun. Sun rules the Leo. So Leo zodiac sign, Sun is the owner of this sign. Moon. Moon rules Cancer sign. Okay. Mars. Mars rules 2 kind of zodiac signs: Aries and Scorpio. Mercury, it rules Gemini and Virgo. Jupiter rules Sagittarius and Pisces. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Saturn rules Capricorn and Aquarius. So you see, Sun and Moon, these are the 2 primary planets which rules only 1 kind of zodiac sign, and the rest all have more than 1 zodiac sign. That's 2. Like Mars has Aries and Scorpio, Mercury has Gemini and Virgo, Jupiter is Sagittarius and Pisces, Venus is Taurus and Libra, Saturn is Capricorn and Aquarius. So why these 2? Because in each zodiac sign, the same planet acts in a different way. Like Mars is the owner of Aries and the owner of Scorpio, but it behaves in a different way in Aries and differently in Scorpio. Why? You're gonna know later on, and that will be more interesting. Mercury rules is different in Gemini and different in Virgo. Like for example, Mercury in Gemini makes the person more communicative. He is more interested in talking to the people, good marketing people. But in the Virgo, the Mercury makes a person more analytical, sitting on the chair, sorting out the paperwork, making everything nice and set up. That's the Virgo people are. Okay. So there's a big difference in Gemini and Virgo, but the owner is same. Mercury is same. So why is a big difference? You will know when you start learning those zodiac signs and their natures. Okay. Jupiter, Sagittarius, and Pisces. Venus is Taurus and Libra. Saturn is Capricorn and Aquarius. Okay. So out of those, only Rahu and Ketu are the 2 planets which I told you does not own any house, does not own any zodiac sign. So they are shadow planets. shadow planets. Though they are shadow planets, but they're very, very strong, very, very effective. Okay, so in every kundli, in every chart, when you look into it, you'll find Rahu and Ketu sitting there, always on the axis, opposite direction. And they sometimes do very good and sometimes do very bad in the chart. So I'll tell you a little story about the Rahu and Ketu, why they don't have any house, okay, why they're like that. The story was when the ocean churning, if you remember that story, while there was they were making the partition in demons and the angels, I mean devas and asurs, the rakshas and the devs. They were churning the ocean, and while churning that ocean, the nectar came out, which is called as amrit, and they decided to give that amrit to the devas, to the gods. And while they were taking this to the gods, that amrit, everybody was sitting in the line and taking that amrit and was getting amar. Okay, but in that line, this guy Rahu was sitting in there in a different style. I mean, he pretended to be like a dev, and while he was taking that nectar, Lord Vishnu saw him, and he just threw a disc which he has on his finger, and he's cut his neck. And so when he cut his neck, he already had that nectar in his body, so he couldn't die, but he got separated into two pieces, which is head part and the tail part. The head part is called Rahu, and the tail part is called as Ketu. So Rahu is the mouth, Ketu is the tail. So always keep in mind that this is like a dragon, Chinese dragon. The mouth takes the thing in and the tail throws the thing out in the human body or in the dragon body. But in the birth chart, when you look into the Rahu and Ketu, they act like eating your things and throwing out the thing from the tail, from the Ketu part. And I will explain you later that how to look into this, how to judge it, that how is it eating it and how is it throwing out, and what is the thing the Rahu is eating from the mouth in your life, and what the thing is Ketu is taking out in your birth chart. Okay, so just to let you know that Rahu behaves like Saturn and Ketu behaves like Mars. Okay, so keep this chart in mind, make a note of it, save it for your future reference. Initially you will need this to learn. Okay, so the next topic I'll be discussing on the zodiac signs and some more about the planets also.